Senator Orji Uzo Kalu ekwugokwa na ya ga-emenwu ka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pụtakwa ọzọ mana o nwere ihe ọ na-ekwu ọ na-akọwa na o nwere ọtụtụ ihe ndị nke a na-akwụgo na ya bụ ụlọ ikpe oge ọ na-ekwu ihe anụnwa bụ oge a na-agba ya ajụjụ ọnụ na Channel News o wee bụrụzie na ọ gara n'iru wee kwukwasị na ife nwanne ya kwuru nwanne Mazi Nnamdi kwuru bụ ihe danyela adanye kwukwazie na ife Bianca Ojukwu kwukwalụ bụkwa ife danyekwala adanye mana ife ndị ọzọ na-ekwu gasị na ọ dabara na ọ bụ ihe niile abụrụ tigbuo ozugbo o wee bụrụzie na ọ ga n'iru wee kwukwa otu ihe dị iche iche nke m ga-ahapụrụ gị ka ị nene kịta anụnwa wee nụ dịka ị na-ege ya bụ ife kabarụ ka ị na-atụsa ya bụ ozi ma kabarụ chetakwa na o nwere oge a na-ajụ ya ajụjụ ọnụ tupu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ewee kpebie ikpe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anụ nke ekpebiri ka ọnwa anụnwa dị na abalị 20 nke ọnwa Novemba 2025 ebe a jụrụ ya ajụjụ mgbe anwa oge tere aka wee sị kedu ife o nwere ikwu maka okwu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu o wee sị na o nwere ife ya ga-ekwu delegadie na ekpesi anya bụ ikpe ife na kịta anụnwa na ekpesigo nya bụ ikpe o wee chọzie ka o wee kwuzie nya bụ ife ahụ ọ chọrọ ka o kwuo ngwa ka anyị nene ya.
Court is not to start insulting the man. Senator, now that Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced to life imprisonment, how do you assess the verdict of the court, legally, politically, and morally?
Well, Shaw, I want to use two theories, like I told you before in this show, that I wouldn't like to talk about those issues, but I want to use two theories that are profounded by two Nigerians just in the last 48 hours. One was Mrs. Bianca Ojukwu. Secondly, what that theory of mascot Uzo Kalu, who happens to be my younger brother. Their theories are perfect. It's not time for noise making. It's not time for fighting. It's a time for reflecting, sober reflection, as if I may say that. If I want to take you to memory lane, mind you, we advise few of us, James Ibori, few of us advise President Yaradua, Saraki, and President Yaradua agreed to go to amnesty in Niger Delta. Let me tell you, when we focus solely on Nnamdi Kanu, we have to solve this problem holistically. Because there are over 30,000 Igbos that were killed. People that have their shop and no shops. People lost their businesses. I used to sell my products in manufactured product, manufactured product in Abia, in Aba. I know what the numbers were. And the people are just talking about soldiers killed and all the rest of them. There are many people that lost their jobs. There are many people that lost their shops. There are over 30-something thousand Igbos that were killed in this process, and nobody talks about them. The problem of Nnamdi Kanu is what we need to solve: political process, not so longer like Bianca Ojukwu and mascot Uzo Kalu profounded. I saw in the news that they should stop the noise. They should focus on the settlement with the federal government. Let me tell you, I have been working with the federal government of Nigeria on how to solve this issue. And nobody should question the decision of Justice Omotosha, because Justice Omotosha's question is the judgment of the court. What the court says, what we should start looking now, the kind of people are going to appellate court, and we are using the political sides to solve the problem, because this is the area I know. I will contact the Attorney General to advise the President, to advise people who are concerned on how we solve this problem. If I can take you to memory lane. If I want to take you to memory lane, when I wanted to join the APC in 2016, may he so rest in peace, President Buhari, with his Minister of Justice and with the Director of SSS, they found a way and supported, because I told them I won't join the party if Nnamdi Kanu is not released on bail to face trial. If I cannot tell you, if you say you ask people to keep people, you must face trial. But I wanted him to be in his house, and even they were to release him to my house. I told them no. Where I live is sensitive. Release him to Umaya. We walked. Alhaji Lawan Daura is alive, and my names. Malami is alive. They all helped to make sure that he was released on bail. I can't go further. I know the pressure. May he so rest in peace. I know the pressure I personally put on President Buhari before he was released in April 2017. If people, other Igbos died, nobody's even talking about Igbos that were killed. Nobody is talking about people that own shop that are no longer working. I have my mother's friend that have a rice shop. The woman who owe my mother about 4.2 million naira. They ransacked the whole shops and the woman went bankrupt. And nobody talks about it.
Or the police officers that were killed.
Oh, no, I'm not, because they were mentioned in the court. The court never mentioned 30,000 something Igbos that were killed. The court never mentioned about people that lost their business and run away from their villages. It's not something, I don't let me to go emotional here. Because it's not something anybody can discuss. A lot of Igbos were killed, Chong. A lot of Igbos were killed. If you don't know it today. Let Igbos stop being emotional. I want us to settle down and go on our knees and find a way that the man can be released. It's part of my job to do it.
Is it possible that Nnamdi Kanu can take responsibility of the course of action or whatever happened?
Well, I don't know. I'm not him. I know my discussion. I promised President Buhari. I know my discussion with me and Nnamdi Kanu. I was the first that saw him in 2016. I was the first that saw him when he came from Kenya. I know my discussion with him. The DSS are there. I had my discussion with him. Remember, I know the Sun newspaper. On 4 occasions, President Buhari wanted to prescribe Sun newspaper that the only newspaper that are supporting Nnamdi Kanu. And the other is not owned by Igbos. But I told the journalists that work in Sun newspaper that Sun is a public trust. Write what you see. Because the federal government then wanted Sun to stop putting Nnamdi Kanu on the front page of the paper. I'm not for against anybody. I'm for true free press for anybody. The press must be free. Without Leo Audio is your colleague. When he left as the Sun editor for 5 years, he wrote at the back of the Nation, when he went to be editor of one of the title of the Nation newspaper, that Orji Uzo Kalu is the best publisher I have seen. I never asked him to subtract. If you ask Femi Adesina, we tell you the same thing. If you ask Eric Kosage, Tony Oyema, all the people, may his own recipes, they will tell you. I have never interfered on the newspaper.
Give me a moment, Senator, because we need to take another break. I'll be right back, everyone. Everyone, we are totally out of time. Very emotional question about Nnamdi Kanu, but we just have 30 seconds that we need to close. Senator, politically speaking, is there a solution to Nnamdi Kanu? Legally, there seems to be. They said there will be an appeal.
Yes, once they are appealing, and I've told you, we will appeal to the federal government of Nigeria. This is where we'll interfere.
Politically speaking,
we will appeal to the Attorney General while they are going to the appellate court in the court, which is what is supposed to be. So you should remember, I was given 12 years here. I never insulted the judge. I saw the judge in the National Assembly the other day. He came to be confirmed as a Supreme Court justice. I embraced him and gave him all court seats.
You're referencing what happened with Nnamdi Kanu.
Because I know that we must condemn some certain behaviors. You cannot rant up in a court of competent jurisdiction. I take exception to it. People might say it's good. Justice Omotosho is just a messenger of the court. And he did his job. If you are displeased, you go to appellate court. It's not to start insulting the man.
Senator, you're totally out of time. Thank you so much. Senator Orji Uzo Kalu, thanks so much indeed for your time.